I mean, just like look at it. Come on. Can you hear that? No. Yeah, a 70-year-old purse. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a handful of my best thrift finds, the ones that I am the most proud of, and I'll also be putting together some outfits so you can see how I style them together, and maybe it'll help draw some inspiration for you to head to the thrift store and find some treasures of your own. This video is the sequel of my best thrift tips video, which I will link above here, so make sure you give that a watch so you can see the steps that I'm actually taking to find these goodies. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, and let's just get right into these items. Alright you guys, I have all of my best thrift finds here. This is definitely not all of the items that I've thrifted, because if we were to do a video on that, we would be here forever. And I don't want to go in any particular order here, but I am going to start with my number one thrift find, the thing that I'm the most proud of, that you guys have seen in all of my videos. And it is my leather jacket. So I got this leather jacket at my local Goodwill. I remember it very clearly. It was $13, so an amazing price. It's real leather, and I mean, just like look at it, come on. It's definitely a little bit oversized, which I'm perfectly okay with, like nothing wrong with that. The brand is Kathy Ireland, which I'm sure you've probably heard of. I imagine that this is probably from the 90s or early 2000s and has probably just been sitting in someone's closet for a while because it's in immaculate condition, so I just love it. I love it. So this is definitely my best thrift find, but I have a lot of other really good ones on here, so let's move on. So one of my best ever shoe finds are these Tommy Hilfiger boots. I remember when I saw them and I was like, there's just no way these are gonna be my size. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find this beautiful pair of boots and it's actually gonna be my size. And it was. The only thing that isn't great about them, which like is to be expected from any type of thrift find, you're always gonna have to, you know, upcycle them in some way, or there might be something wrong. The soles on the bottom of the shoe must have come off at some point, so the bottoms were really slippery. I just bought a rubber sole and I cut it and glued it to the bottom of my shoe, and it's worked pretty well, so no complaints. They're very comfortable. The heel is of a good length for me. It's a chunkier heel, which also works for me. I'm not much of a stiletto kind of girl. It's just not for me. So I would say that these two items are the ones that I'm definitely the most proud of, just given the quality and the versatility in my wardrobe. So let's finish off this look with one accessory that I'm going to show you. It's the only accessory that I have. I'm not a big accessory thrifter, not for any particular reason. I just have enough at home, so I don't really think I need to buy any more at the thrift store. So, but let me show you what I got. So this is a beaded bag. I got this not at a thrift store, but at an antique store. It was actually an antique barn. It was $13 or so, but I mean, this is one of my favorite bags to bring to weddings, or if I have a lot of black going on in my outfit, I like to pair it with this bag so it breaks it up a little bit. And the other thing that I love about this bag is how spacious it is on the inside. There's two sides to it. This is actually my go-to bag when it rains because I can put an umbrella in it. So the brand on this is, it's a little faded, but it's Corde Bead. C-O-R-D-E bead. And I actually just Googled it to see if it's a brand that, you know, is still around or whatever, and these bags are going for a lot on eBay and Etsy, so this is definitely one of the best steals I've ever gotten and one of the most unique items that is in my wardrobe. Okay, I'm also learning that this is allegedly from the 50s, which would just be incredible. I mean, you have to take things with a grain of salt unless I brought it to someone who was a vintage purse expert. I wouldn't be able to know for sure, but if I'm trusting this Etsy listing, which is the same exact item, it's from the 50s, which is like pretty cool, honestly. For a 70-year-old purse? No. Yeah, a 70-year-old purse. Now I feel even more honored to have this. Oh, I might cry. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my favorite dress that I've thrifted. I found this a couple years ago, I believe at Goodwill, which is where I do most of my thrift shopping. And it's just a black mini dress, 100% silk. So in my thrifting tip video, this is definitely a fabric that I mentioned I would actively seek. You can feel it. It feels really, really nice. So this is the dress. It's super, super cute. It's very lightweight. I love that the hem is a little bit flowy. Now it is very short. I do wear it as a beach cover-up most of the time. So this brand or this designer is named Miss Deanna. She is a fashion icon who has partnered with a bunch of prestigious luxury brands throughout her fashion career. I'm not sure if this is part of a collaboration just because the tag is cut out, but on the care tag, it says produced by Miss Deanna, designed by Miss Deanna. It says produced and distributed, so. All right, let's put a little look together for this. So I'm gonna show you guys next my most recent thrift find, or one of my most recent thrift finds, which is this Betty Boop t-shirt. I was at Goodwill with my mom recently, and she actually found this for me. And at first I wasn't sure because the tag is cut out, and that to me is always a sign that it might be from Shein or another shitty fast fashion retailer that I don't really want to buy. I did a Google reverse image search. I just took a picture of this, put it in Google. I wanted to see what would come up because if it was from Shein, I would have not purchased it. And I was highly mistaken because it is worth about 80 bucks now. And I think I got it for $5. So I'm very happy about this. So the brand that I found is called Diamond Dust, or at least that was the tag that was allegedly on this t-shirt. So, but yeah, a very fun, very cool t-shirt that I wear it all the time. So let's put it on over this dress. And I'm also gonna throw some tights on just because I have an idea for this look and I feel like tights would look good. All right, so I got the shirt on. I just cropped it a little bit, took a hair tie in the back, tied it, tucked it up, got some tights on. The tights are obviously not thrifted. What I wanna do is put my Doc Martens on because I have a little bit of a vision for this look, and the next item that I'm gonna show you I think will look really good. The Doc Martens are not thrifted, but one of my best purchases in the entire world. So this was not thrifted. I got it at a garage sale, but I still count it as a really good secondhand find. I got it for $2, and need I say more? I mean, come on. So it's a Levi's denim jacket, which is really, really cool. I also love that it has a little bit of history and personality with it because on the tag it says MAW, which I'm assuming is the person who wore this, their initials. The only quirky part of this jacket that threw me for a second is how this pocket just won't stay down. I've done pretty much everything to try to get it to stay down. I could sew it if I wanted to, but I actually kind of like it because it gives it a little bit of personality. So I think this would look really nice on top of these other thrifted secondhand looks. Truly the perfect oversized jacket. This and my leather jacket are two things that I will be buried with. I will never ever get rid of them. I mean, come on you guys. And it was $2, like, oh. So next up, I want to share with you a thrift find that was actually gifted to me by my mom. So she found this mini denim skirt when she was thrifting. So this is from Gap and it was made in 2004. So if you have any Gap, Old Navy, or Banana Republic items and you want to know when they were made, on the style tag, it will have a month and a year. So this one says 0304, so March 2004. I worked at Old Navy for a better part of my teenagehood, so I'm very familiar with the way their tags work. All right, so I got the mini skirt on. Now it is a touch big in the waist, so I typically will pair it with a belt, of course, because there is nothing that a belt can't fix. A very, very cute mini skirt, also a touch short, but what are you gonna do? So the item that I want to pair with this is my oversized blazer. I got this at one of my favorite thrift stores in New York, which is called AUH2O. It is hands down my favorite thrift store. They do such a beautiful job at curating the entire store, and it's very tiny. It's like the size of, you guys can't see this room, but it's like the size of this bedroom. This is a Liz Claiborne blazer. It's oversized. It is a deep navy blue, and I love, love, love the red lining. I just think it makes such a good contrast, so let's put it on. I also love that it has shoulder pads. So when I first got this, I was like, I think I'll take the shoulder pads out. And then I was like, it's just gonna make the structure look weird, so it's fine. I like it. I also really love the buttons. I just think it's a beautifully made blazer, and it clearly is oversized, so I do have a little bit more of a structured blazer I'll show you in a second, but this is definitely one of my favorite thrift finds, and for being presumably an older piece of clothing, it's in immaculate shape, so very impressed. Now I'm going to show you a pair of shoes that I got actually at a garage sale. So these are a pair of black platform sandals with a stretchy fabric, whatever part this is. I got these at a garage sale for 25 cents, which I feel like I'm really good at finding deals, you guys. They're from a brand called Time and True, which is just sold at like Walmart. So this isn't a fancy brand or anything, but they're super cute. So let's put them on. Definitely a really nice 90s, early 2000s vibe going on. If you guys remember, these are the platform shoes that when you walk, they like, you see what I mean? They like click, which I love. It probably gets annoying to other people, but I love it. They're also wickedly comfortable. They're just so comfortable, which I'm always looking for in a shoe. Can you hear that? That's one downside, is your feet stick to them. All right, so I'm gonna keep the same base layers here with the tank top and the denim skirt, and I'm gonna show you another blazer that I got a few months ago, actually. I found this blazer on a €5 rack when I was in Berlin a couple months ago. It is such a beautiful blazer, and I feel like it fits me really well, which is nice, especially because I have a lot of oversized pieces here. It's from Mango, so nothing crazy, but I think for the quality that it is, and of course the €5 that I paid for it, well worth it. So now let's switch up the shoes. I'm gonna show you another pair of shoes that I got for $3. So these cowboy boots were actually a manifestation of mine. I have been seeing cowboy boots all over, you know, everything for a while. This was like a couple years ago. And I was like, you know what, let me just go to the thrift store and see what will be there. And I walked in and I saw these and they were $3, and I was like, there's just no way. There's no way that they're my size. And they weren't, and they still aren't, but I'm a 7. These are a 7.5. You make it work. So these are from the brand Coconuts, which are running about $80 on DSW right now, which is, again, a really good find. You can tell that they've definitely been worn, but not to the point where they're a problem. I need to go to a country concert or something and wear these because I feel like that's where they truly belong. I enjoy these very much. I love the brown color, and they are definitely up there with one of my best thrift finds ever. Next up, I'm gonna show you the only pair of pants that I have on this rack. So I found these at AUH2O in New York, and I just fell in love with them because they have this beautiful white contrast stitching, and they're just from Loft, which actually surprises me. I don't feel like this is a Loft type of style. To me, this is more like early 2000s Avril Lavigne, but whatever. So the only thing that I don't like about these pants is how much cat hair and lint and fuzzies they attract. So one of the main reasons that I bought this is because I liked the rise. I mean, it's a lot lower than what I normally wear. I'm normally kind of up here, but I wanted to do a little bit of a lower rise. So definitely one of my favorite pairs of pants in my closet. So I have a black long sleeve on and my Doc Martens, both of which are not thrifted. So I wanted to show you guys this black checkered button up that I found a few years ago. This is from a brand called TR Bentley. I mean, the tag just looks very old. So here it is on. If I were to button it, I would probably wear it in the summer, or I would put a tank top underneath it, something that was a little bit more cropped, just to have another layer. Definitely another piece that I am obsessed with. I try to wear it as often as I can, and it's definitely not going anywhere anytime soon in my wardrobe. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the last pairing that I have here, and I'm gonna show you a fairly recent thrift find of mine, which is this cheetah silk skirt. And I think it's actually quite a timeless print, and I'll wear it until the day I die. I don't care. So this brand is called Sienna Sky, and when I Google it, a bunch of items from ThredUp pop up, and then there's also a boutique in Virginia named Sienna Sky that also pops up, so not entirely sure if they're the same thing or not. Here is the skirt. It's a little bit more low rise than I would typically do, but again, low rise is something that I'm interested in right now, or whatever rise you would consider this. It is a medium, I believe, and typically I'm a small or an extra small here. So whatever, it works. I've worn it a bunch since I bought it and I really love it. So what I want to do with it is put this top on. So this is a knit vest, I would probably call it, and it's from a brand called Oyun. It's Oyun. This is a really nice brand that makes a lot of really beautiful products, so to find this was definitely a hit for me. I love this. I know it's definitely a little cropped, got a little stomach showing, but I'm cool with that. I think this is actually a really cute look, so I'm very much into it. And I have one more item I want to show you guys, which I don't know if it's gonna work with this, but we're just gonna put it on and see. I got this at AUH2O as well. It is a Harley Davidson shirt. It unbuttons into a vest. The thing that I love about Harley products is that they typically will have the store or the town where the store resides, where the person bought it, on the item somewhere. So this is from Meredith, New Hampshire. So shout out to all my viewers from Meredith, New Hampshire. Why did I say it with an accent? I want to put it on over this and just see what it looks like. This vest might look better with just a white tank top underneath, maybe something a touch more fitted, but this is what we're working with, so here we go. This is something I really want to wear more often. I just find myself struggling with figuring out how to style it, but I did a video recently where I wore it and I think it kind of sparked some more inspiration for me, so hopefully you guys will see it more in some upcoming videos. Alright you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below which thrift item was your favorite, what outfit combination was your favorite, or just tell me which thrift item in your closet is your most prized possession, like which one are you the most proud of? I'd be very curious to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of your support as always. Said that twice. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.